Now, someone who was very invested in WrestleMania wasn't myself, wasn't even you. It was our good friend GC. So actually, let's bring in GC now, who isn't here today, clearly, because you're sitting in his spot. He's in NOLA.
Oh.
Wow. This is tremendous.
How are we doing, guys?
Hello, GC. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Did I still have that as my background? Sorry. Let me switch over here to.
Oh, there he is.
I'm in Bourbon Street. Sorry, that background was from last week. Had to take care of business against old New York Rick.
By the way, yes, go ahead, New York Rick.
I would just been meaning to ask. They didn't tell you after? They didn't tell you that was.
Go ahead. Tell me what.
An April Fool's?
Yeah, on March 31st, 59:41. I mean, just easy
didn't tell
work
you?
of the guy. It wasn't even close.
Wait, what was 59:41?
Between the links.
They played an April Fool's joke, and they told
made
him
light work of old New York Rick
that he had won.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
And he didn't get the message down in New Orleans.
It was fairly, it was, I mean, as close to a 10-7, they said, as they've seen on that program. Maybe a 10-8 if we're being fair.
I appreciate you coming to my defense and saying that, but they were doing something nice. They were putting him over on an April Fool's. But I appreciate you saying that's how lopsided it was.
Okay, the fit is amazing, GC. You look great. You're rocking the Jayhawks. I felt for you because you told me last week the one scenario that you did not want was North Carolina in the final.
Yes. That was not everything was going so great into the last minute 15 of that game. We got one last shot at tonight, the Kansas Jayhawks. I've been wearing my gear all weekend, telling everybody rock chalk, so hopefully they can pull it off.
How's New Orleans? You liking it? First time there?
Oh, what a great city this is. I mean, it is beautiful. I did the whole Cafe du Monde. I got the biggest beads on the block. I mean, look at these things.
Wow.
The size of a basketball.
You had the beignets?
I did the beignets.
Wow.
I'm just going to say it. I don't think it was worth the wait. I also had to go. Yeah. Didn't go to the OG one. I went to the one in the mall. 2-hour wait. I stood in a mall. I'm standing around, dirty massage chairs and stuff.
Yeah. No,
and I got there. It was, I wouldn't recommend it. There are better places to go.
And how was it seeing basketball in the, what is it? The Mercedes-Benz now or something? What is it called?
Caesars Sportsbook. Superdome.
Oh, sorry. You could have just said another sportsbook.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah, that's, it was amazing, man. Such a huge stadium. It was crazy. It makes the floor feel so small. But yeah, Duke UNC, it was through the roof. It got so loud in there. It was an insane game. So it lived up to the hype. So hopefully they got their big win against Duke and now they lose tonight.
Okay. So how do we do? WrestleMania, you did the picks. You weren't very confident.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back and looked. So I'm going to see right here with all of us.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy confident. I got the recap here. We get the Usos. I think that was the lock of the lock of the year so far. I don't know why I didn't put more on that.
Keep that up there, Tucker. I want to see that if you don't mind.
Street Profits don't get it done for me.
Okay. Yes, that's right. I spoke to them on Saturday. They were very confident, but that I told you that was a bit of a flyer. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, the worst part is I wasn't watching it when it happened, and then I got a tweet from our good buddy Killishaw that Street Profits won, and I was getting all excited.
He lied?
Yeah, he trolled me hard. I considered blocking him, but I didn't. But he got me good.
That is bad. What an a-hole.
Oh, yeah. I Googled it and everything. I was like, I told all my friends I was with, I was like, I just cashed a plus 250 on WrestleMania. I did not. They lost.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad. But we can get to Killishaw in a minute here.
Okay.
The Mysterios, they don't get it done for me. I mean, why would I have doubted Logan Paul? I mean, just the worst move on my part.
By the way, I didn't mention Logan. I didn't mention him. One of the MVPs of the weekend. He was incredible. He did the Three Amigos spot. He looks the part. He acts the part. Saw Jake, of course. That guy, what a star. To do that. I mean, because you remember when he was on the show, he was like, yeah, I don't know. When is it again? Am I training? Am I not training? I don't know if he was no-selling me, but he was amazing. So yes, go ahead.
I mean, the outfit was fantastic. He's been planning that for who knows how long. It was unbelievable. My guy AJ Styles doesn't get it done. You were spot on with the edge pick. Brock Lesnar, we took a shot in the dark. We hope for the best from the Beast Incarnate. He also doesn't get it done. The highlight, though, the highlight that I have to say, I mean, I saw the promo that you cut on Saturday or Sunday, whatever it was. You were trying to make me nervous for my guy, Pat McAfee. If I could put money down on Pat McAfee, how was I not going to put money down on Pat McAfee? And he cashes it for us, plus 130. Shout out to Pat. Patrick. I know you got beef with him now after you ripped the picture and everything, which I said was aggressive from the jump. But Pat is.
In retrospect, do you think he's holding a grudge?
I think so. I mean, you ripped his picture on, international YouTube show here. So it was not a great look. But speaking of Pat, we go back to Killishaw. I believe we have the tweets here. This is me right after watching your promo. Loss on Pat McAfee, guaranteed. Theory will win. Oh, yeah. Pat M's just happy to get a match. GC's going to lose his money. He never listens to me. Talks about how he's a fellow newer. I think that's in regards to New York Rick. But, big miss there by old K-Shaw.
Wow. You came with receipts as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I had to. I was reading this, and I was like, I cannot wait till Pat McAfee gets this done, and I can just rub it in this guy's face.
Now,
I'm going to be a fan, too.
Now, it's Pat McAfee versus Theory because he did wrestle twice and lose to Vince McMahon. So just for the record.
Yes. Yeah, it was just Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
Okay.
So the bet cashed.
All right. So overall, how did we do?
Overall, we finish down 0.83 units. So we lost less than a unit. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that. WrestleMania, ipso flipso. It's really just a nothing weekend. It is what it is. We're on to 273.
Yeah, 273 is the real big one. I think overall, you get the Uso, you get McAfee, you took a couple flyers. I think overall you did pretty well for yourself.
Yeah. I mean, if the Mysterios hit, it's a winning weekend, and we get the favorites. We miss the flyers. It is what it is.
And what do you have riding on tonight?
I got a graphic for that. We got Kansas Jayhawks future ticket. If it's up there, you can see the date that it was placed, August 2nd, 2021. I was poolside in New Jersey when I placed it.
Wow.
So hopefully that hits. But yeah, you can see the rip down there. There's my Duke ticket and my Villanova ticket. So man, it'd be tough to cope.
If one of those, if it would have been Duke, you would have won either way.
If it was Duke, Kansas, I would be sitting with both tickets in my hand, just waiting to cash, which happened last year. I had Gonzaga and Baylor last year. So I was looking for a repeat performance, but it's going to be really disheartening if I had 3 of the 4 Final Four teams and I wasn't able to cash it. So hopefully Kansas wins tonight. Everybody pray for me. There's a lot of emotional investment in the Jayhawks tonight.
By the way, did you happen to see that New York Rick is sitting in your spot, taking advantage of?
Yeah, I did. I'm not really bothered by it. I get it. He wants to sit in the King's throne for a while, feel what it's like to be a winner. But I'll be back Wednesday. I'll take my claim back.
It's quite nice here.
It is nice, isn't it?
I've been renting it to you for too long. It's time to come back. It's time to come back. Congratulations on that WrestleMania betting.
What do you mean congratulations? I feel like that's kind of a mean thing to say. He didn't actually.
I know. He's telling me how about I'm a loser. I'm hearing Tucker saying I lost every single bet. I mean, everybody.
Whoa. No, I thought you. I mean,
I leave for 1 week. Everybody turns against me.
How about the fact that I woke up in Dallas this morning. Some might say you could have flown in and then flown back out to see the game. If people were questioning each other's, dedication to the program, you could have made it in time, right? 4 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't have a rebuttal. I mean, I could have.
Yeah.
New Orleans to LaGuardia, back straight to the Superdome.
Oh my gosh. Take a nice little nap here today. Well, I'm going to root for Kansas for you. I can't imagine.
I would hope you would.
I can't imagine what that would feel like. And as we look ahead, did you have something else you wanted to share, or can we do a little look ahead to 273?
I think that's it.
All right. Sometimes you have surprises. I never know. And there was no draft. By the way, there is a DraftKings pool thing for a WrestleMania.
I know. I saw that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on Saturday. I guess I fumbled that. I'm sorry to all the WrestleMania fans out there.
Oh, it's all right. I got excited. I was like, wow, this is is it possible I said it on the show and they took my idea and put it into action?
Listen, I think that's a completely logical claim after the air fryer, after the 199, 200 thing. I mean,
we're talking about it.
Always tapped in.
And then all of a sudden they're saying like, hey, who's going to win? How are they going to win? I was like, what? All right. So, wow, this is crazy, guys. 273 this weekend. I don't know if you've had a chance. Have you made any picks yet, Connor?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I've already posted them on Twitter. I got like six bets and a couple parlays.
Excuse me. Alex, did you do Alex Volkanovski?
Yes.
He's minus 760. What was he when you got him?
Yeah. Minus 320.
Whoa.
I took a parlay a month ago with, I've been adding money to that as well. Yeah. The numbers are getting crazy.
He opened as a minus 330. New York Rick, you seem shocked by that number.
It just feels a little high.
Yeah.
I mean,
that like a little high, like minus 700. You're getting into like the lock territory, like stunned if they lose.
I'm with Connor. That's lock territory. That's like complete mismatch territory. I don't think this is that. That's like late notice. Joe Soto stepping in on a day. That's that territory. I don't know about that. But I'm all over Connor's minus, 3 something like that. That feels like the right side of the play for sure. But minus 700 is a little bit steep for my
plus 525.
We have Volkanovski at like minus 160 against Brian Ortega in September.
Yeah. I'm 100% with GC on this.
Zombie opened up as a plus 265. He's currently a plus 525. Man, no respect for Zombie.
That's a huge price tag. Plus 525.
Yeah. For a championship fight, that's pretty crazy.
Worth a flyer?
Man, I don't know. Like I know how New York Rick feels on this. I feel like the one that has the best ability to pull off the upset would be Aljamain.
Yeah, well, Aljamain Sterling is a plus 350. Piotr Jan is a minus 475. You have anything on that?
Yeah, it was Jan, Hamzat, and Volkanovski parlayed.
Oh, all the favorites.
Yeah, so like if you did an opposite one, if you did a Burns, Aljamain, Korean Zombie parlay right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Plus 12,838.
Wow.
Insane.
Not a crazy one, by the way.
I mean, to get
you
plus
put $10 on that to win off.
Yeah, that's not the craziest.
That is crazy.
That's not the crazy. Like that's not the least likely 3 outcomes I could think of. I mean, it's hard to hit all 3 of those dogs like that, but that's
I don't see all the dogs winning, but Vegas is giving it like a less than a 1% chance of that happening.
Wow. Hamza currently a minus 490. Gilbert a plus 360.
That line opened in November, and I'm pretty sure it opened at minus 110, minus 110. I think there's a couple people out there that have bet slips from November.
I'm looking at it.
Sitting on that.
Wow. Minus 110, that's minus crazy. 110.
That's crazy.
Can I say one thing about this line, though?
Yeah.
I see a lot of people talking about this line. Reminder, right? The lines are not established to tell you who's going to win and who's going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what that's for. It's not predictive. They're not telling you this guy's going to win and this guy or this girl is going to lose. What they're trying to get is equal action on both sides of the line. They're trying to push those lines to the point where the people that are backing Hamzat bet on him and the people that are backing Gilbert Burns bet on him. The lines are not this guy is going to win and this guy is going to lose. So just remember that when you're thinking about these lines, because there's a lot of people out there like, Gilbert Burns at this, it's crazy. If it truly was, there'd be enough action, there'd be enough people betting on it that line would move. It's not moving. In fact, it's probably gone in the opposite direction in a big way. So there's a lot of people who are like, wow, Gilbert Burns is being disrespected, but they're not putting their money up to show that Gilbert Burns is being disrespected. The line is where the line is because it opened and then the public pushed it all the way there. The betting line is not, the books think this guy's going to win and this guy's going to lose. Just remember that because people are all talking about this Burns line, but like they're not putting tickets on it. They're definitely not betting on it.
That's what I'm saying. You see when you get these huge dogs on respectable names like Gilbert Burns and the number gets so huge, you see everybody talking about how crazy the line is. And it's just like, well, I mean, why do we even have to talk about how crazy it is? Just bet on Gilbert Burns then. If it's so crazy, if it's so disrespectful, bet on Gilbert Burns. And then, See if it cashes.
I feel like me and GC are back. Like, this is good here.
You guys have always been back. You've always been back. I think
it was bumpy. It was bumpy, last week, but maybe we're back.
They were trying to break you up. No, that is actually a really good insight, and I think as people are starting to get more and more into this sort of thing, they need to remember that. Okay, so then with that in mind, New York Rick, who is being disrespected the most?
I mean, GC knows my answer here. We talked about it.
Oh.
Aljamain Sterling.
Really?
I think he is I think he's a live dog. I'm not about to say that I think this is an even fight. Like I think the favor is with Jan. I would slightly lean that way, but betting odds wise, I think there's a little bit of value on Aljamain Sterling. I think Aljamain Sterling's the one that, because of how lopsided that first fight was, I think he's being overlooked. If you look at the fights in the lead up to that fight, that man looked unstoppable. Like the way he finished Corey Sandhagen, I think it opened people's eyes to what he can do. Peter Yan is very, 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 very good. I believe that he is a rightful favorite, but I do think there's a tiny bit of value on Aljamain Sterling. I think there are routes to victory for him where if he can get Yan down, if he can get his back, if he can get into a scramble, that there are opportunities to win for him. So that's where my head's at, Aljamain Sterling.
You agree, GC?
Yeah, I mean, we're just on fire with the agreements today.
I love it. This is good. I need this.
Like, I mean, it's like what he just said. Like he was, one of the best fighters in the world before the last Jan fight. And you said it to Aljamain in the interview last week. Like, it feels like people have forgotten just how good he was. Obviously, I think Jan is going to win. I put my money on Jan already. But if I'm sitting there with a losing ticket, the one I would be least surprised by is Aljamain Sterling.
My good friend Casey Leiden here sharing some predictions from fans. 90% are picking Volkanovski. 91% are picking Jan.
Yeah.
86% are picking Khamzat.
That makes sense. And this goes to what I was talking about before. There's a lot of people saying, Gilbert Burns, look at the line. They ain't picking him. They ain't putting their money up. That is what it is. But that dude is very, very, very good. And
people forgot. Smoked Sandhagen. Remember, not that long ago.
I was talking about Burns, but yes,
sorry.
Aljamain as well. But with Burns this is a predictive bet. People are you don't know how Khamzat Chimaev is going to look against the best in the world. He hasn't faced them yet. Li Jiangliang is very good, no doubt, very good. I rate him pretty highly. I think that win is significant. I think what he's done this far is very significant. But Gilbert Burns is a huge jump up. This is a next level fight for Khamzat Chimaev. This is a predictive bet. People are betting that he is the next guy. That's what this is. This is what it will signify. They don't know. There isn't the track record there. They are saying, I believe that he's the guy, and now we will get to see it. But Gilbert Burns could I think there's a world where Gilbert Burns could say he wasn't ready for this. He just wasn't ready for this level. I'm higher on Khamzat. I'm with the people who are predicting success, but it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed.
I think Khamzat wins. I also think there's a scenario where, like Floyd fought Canelo as Canelo was coming up and caught him at a point where he wasn't quite up. Could Gilbert catch Khamzat as he's climbing? I think you can convince yourself of that. I don't think it ultimately happens. I do have to say, and I have no problem saying this, I even messaged Gilbert, we can't have him on the show, blah, 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 permission slip. But I said, man, my respect for you is infinite for taking this fight because a lot of people wouldn't take this fight. And you are out there, you were campaigning for this fight. So, you can't say anything about Gilbert Burns. That is a gangster move there. Underdog pick of the week. Before we get to Demetrius Johnson, everyone loves my underdogs and they've been hitting left, right, and center. I mean, we need to get that graphic up. Mark Mattson plus 115. I mean, that looks like a juicy. I'll give you my official one. Mark Mattson. No, you disagree?
No, I'm in agreement. I've already placed it on Mark Mattson.
All three of us.
Mark Mattson plus 115. Vince Pichel minus 135.
25% takedown defense for Pichel going up against an Olympic wrestler.
How about that? That's a big one. All right, we'll get to the official picks on Wednesday. We'll get to DJ now. Gentlemen, it's been fun. I like doing this three-way thing. This is nice. We should do more of this. I like it very much. GC, we're all with you. Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk. Get it done.
Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk tonight.